Hi guys, welcome to day 4 of the 3-month sim challenge. I'm getting my tongue twisted because I am absolutely mentally shattered. It is what, 2:45 p.m. and I've been sitting at my desktop since about 6 this morning, looking for plays, watching videos of the strategy that I'm learning, going through notes, setting up the watch list. So I'm absolutely dead tired. But the good thing is that today was a lesson in a lot of things, and I'll go through the profit and loss as well in a minute. But the key takeaways from today were that sticking to the technical analysis strategy that I'm learning does work most of the time, but it can have its downside as well, and I'll show you what I mean. So today I took an absolute shitload of trades. I apologize for my swearing, but I'll show you how many tickets I had. 381 tickets. So that's that's 381 executions. That's not number of trades, that's just executions. So I was scalping an absolute hell of a lot on NVDA, which I think everybody was absolutely just gung-hoing today. That stock dropped something like, I don't know, 18 points or something crazy, 20 points, maybe even more, maybe 24 points, I don't know, I've lost count. But in terms of my profit, now, I just want to go through it first because I want to explain something. Now, you can see how it's got a negative 431. Now, that's not entirely correct because, let me just pull up the image. I started playing around with my hotkeys before the market opened. I was changing settings on them. The hotkeys are the ones I was explaining yesterday. So I was changing the settings on these, selling on the bid and ask, just seeing how they worked. So not really focusing on the outcome, but just getting to use them and getting familiar with them. I've also got a setup off screen as well. Actually, let me just show you. Let me just move this across. Bear with me 1 second, I'll just grab a little icon. So this is what I have on my other screen. So I have a montage of 4 other stocks. And I was playing around with the settings of these hotkeys because this is really what I'm using. This is all I'm using to get in and the stocks. I have yet to learn the hotkeys which are on this list. Don't know if you guys can see that. But that's another list of hotkeys which I'm going to be learning, but they're the keyboard based. So these ones were montage based. Now let me just push this back across again. Bear with me 1 sec. Alright, so we're back here. Alright, so the actual profit that I finished with. So the pre-market experimentation was $1,026 loss, and the actual day finish, as you can see, 431. So if you take 431 from 126, you end up with a positive of 595. So that's my end of day result, $595. And I've got to tell you that that is, for me, an excellent result. But if you have a look at what's happening with NVIDIA, that's a pretty crappy result. Look at this. Excuse me. Look at this stock just go absolutely down and down. It is getting absolutely hammered. You can see all my entries. You see all this? All the green arrows are my entries. Sorry, are my covers, most of them. I took a couple of longs, a few longs. And all the reds are my short entries. So I have been absolutely swamping all over this all day. The guys in the chat room that I'm following also had a pretty good day, especially the lead trader. So, it just goes to show that if you follow the market trend, don't go against the market. If you can see a stock that started the day at 170, and you can see it's opening up pretty weak, and it loses the VWAP, loses the 20, loses the 90 EMA, it's a good opportunity to get in short, especially since this is quite volatile. It has big moves. I mean, look at this. I can't believe this stock. It is just absolutely getting ripped to shreds. Ripped to shreds. I mean, Wow, what a day. I mean, if I was to add up my commissions, because I'm using a demo sim, and I took what 380 whatever it was executions, you know, let's say $2 per execution. It's probably one because I use IB and it's about one, but it also depends on your share size. You know, it would probably outweigh my profits, to be completely honest, and I'm pretty sure that would be the case. So I'd probably end up zero if that was the case. But I'm also keeping track of that as well because I want to make it realistic too. So today I probably finished zero, to be all honesty, in all honesty. But the reason it started zero as well is because I got myself into a bit of a hole. So even disregarding that whole aspect of starting the day pre-market negative because of the hotkey playing around, I still had, let me just show you, I still had a couple of really bad trades. How do I make this smaller? So I'm not going to go through every single trade because there's just too many of them. I mean, if I show you my blotter, if you want to call it that, or my trade log event, whoops, it won't even fit on one page, and you're going to have to scroll down an absolute shitload to get to the bottom. But I wanted to highlight a couple of things on here. This, so you know, NVDA pretty much took center stage today, but there was a couple other stocks I traded. Now this one is what happens when you get a short squeeze, ENDP, and this is what happened to me today. So ENDP, I took a $530 loss on this. Look what happened here. So I got in here, I lost the VWAP, so this is what, 10 minutes in, 5 minutes in, yeah, 5 minutes in. Lost the VWAP. I added a little bit more, actually, so I think my initial entry was here, 12.06. Then I added a little bit more at 12.11, and literally within 30 seconds, this thing just shot up. I mean, this is called, I mean, it has to be a short squeeze. I mean, what else can it be? You know, I don't think it's the market makers, but I mean, I don't know. It just went absolutely crazy, and I got out here, covered here, which actually could have been a lot worse. I could have covered a high of day, but that was like a $530 loss. Now, why did it happen? My explanation is that, you know, short squeezes do happen. I mean, even though you can be prepared and you can have good technical analysis, you know, it can happen. And I also apologize for the light. I mean, it's outside, it's getting a bit dark. It's about I think 9 p.m. here in Europe, in Poland. So it's going to be dark outside, even though we're coming into summer. So I apologize if the lighting is not great. So I wanted to go through that. I wanted to show you that. The other stock I traded a lot today was Baba as well. How did I go on Baba? I need to have a look. So Baba, I traded it twice. So I had a $661 gain on it, and also a $424 loss on it. Let me have a look at Baba. So let's go through this. So I traded Baba pretty much from just from the open for the first hour and a half actually. So I believe that this first entry was obviously a long entry, and I sold for a loss. But I did have some good trades on this. As you can see, when it was hovering above VWAP all around here, you know, that's when I decided to stop going short and started going long. You know, and these three candles, these big long red candles. I mean, this is a big range. You know, this is where you can really make, you know, your day's money. So that was a very interesting stock as well. That was a big mover. A lot was happening. It was actually in play yesterday as well. So this is like a kind of second day for it. So that was Baba. And like I said, NVDA, I mean, look at NVDA. NVDA I made $3,335 on, but I also lost $3,161. And that $1,200 pre-market that I was saying, that was pretty much in here. So if you take that away, it's like $1,000 loss on NVIDIA. But that's it. I mean, the others I had a slightly small plays of tried to go long AMD. Didn't quite work. What was it? was it? Here, I tried going long here just before market open because I could see it forming a solid base here. You can see that here. Let me just draw a line here. Kind of around here, the kind of 13.10 mark. So I got in here thinking it would go above that and break out because it's a really strong stock. And NVDA, AMD pretty much follow each other as well. I mean, look at this. This is dropping like a stone as well because NVIDIA is dropping like a stone. So, you know, initially I was watching both of them, but, you know, this one didn't quite work out. I got in long here, cut my losses, and then I tried shorting here and I covered here. It wasn't an easy one to trade. But that was also because I was in another trade as well at the same time. So that's it. I'm not going to go through everything because there's just too much to go through. But the key lessons from today for me are that I'm not a scalper. You can probably figure that out. I'm not going to be sitting in front of my PC day in, day out scalping for the whole day. It's not my style. But look, I wanted to try it today. I wanted to see how it is. I've done it before, but I haven't done it this intense because I knew that I had to record a video and I wanted to make sure that, you know, I'm as honest and transparent as I can. And I also wanted to give you guys some kind of, you know, some kind of food for thought. So, you know, scalping, not for me. I think my best trading is the first hour and a half, most likely, of the day. And that's really all you need. And, you know, you don't need big size. You know, even on NVIDIA, if you took 25 shares or 50 shares, how much is that? So if the stock is 150 and you take 25 shares, so what's that? Sorry guys, it's been a long day. 25 times 150, $3,750. And with that, 50 shares, was it 25? I think it was 25. 25 shares at $3,750. With those 25 shares, if it moves 2 points, you know, that's what? That's $100. Am I correct? I think so. Sorry guys, long day. But anyway, the point is, you don't need to have a massive $30,000 account to make money. You know, because this is so volatile. And if you have a look, I'll show you on the daily chart. So we'll go to NVIDIA on a daily. If you have a look how volatile in the sense that look how much range this has. You know, from here it had what, from 114 to 121. That's $6. That's 6 points. That's a lot of range. And you know, same here, 120 to 126, $6 range. Okay, not every day. Okay, fine. But you know, I mean today, I mean this is just absolutely bonkers. I mean from what? From almost 170 to 144. Jesus, I'll tell you what, some people are probably going through the 401k today and just thinking how much damage has been done. But you know, this is trading. You know, it's unpredictable. I mean, this stock has been going up and up and up for what? This is only going back 2 months. I'm still learning how to go back more than that. Anyway, actually, I'll probably have a weekly chart here. What's that? Weekly. All right. So have a look. Actually, I don't think I'm sure this has been going up even beforehand, but actually maybe not. This is going back 5 years, 7 years. All right. So let's assume here. All right. Let's pick this spot. So a year and a half ago, this was at $27. $27. And so you could conceivably say it's been going up for a year and a half, and from $27 to 170. I mean, that is huge. So you know, it will have these cracks. But yeah, that's it from me today, guys. Don't want to take up too much of your time. It's Friday. I'm sure you have better things to do than listen to me. You know, go and enjoy your weekend. I'm going to have a beer. I'm going to try and kind of shut out all the trading that's been going in my head, all the numbers that I've been seeing for the last 10 hours or so. But, you know, I love it. I really love doing this, you know. I love trading, and I hope that I can learn to be so good at it that I can actually do this as a day job. So, once again, this is day 4. Summary, I think it was $595. As I said, money is secondary at the moment. It's all about the strategy. And it is working. It is working. And I wish you guys a fantastic weekend. I'll talk to you Monday. Cheers. Bye.